All right. All right, we're here. We did it. I think there are no technical failings. I think we're on time. Process check-in results early. It's 7 o'clock. That's not early. Oh boy, what are we doing here? Check-in results were good. Great, good for you. How are we doing, friends and family members? Though I doubt any of my friendly family members are watching this. What to do? I gotta start this tournament thingy on the challenge, don't I? Alright, I will shuffle some things around. Just so that people have a fair shake. And that's good enough. Start the tournament. Goody. Okay, so this should be started. Hello, how's it going? If you watched yesterday at all, you'll know the format. It is Hero Hammer. You can bring up to 4 heroes instead of just 2, as long as 3 of them are different. And I had 2 different time zones so that the Europeans could play and then NA people could play, but it's pretty whatever. Trying to be inclusive. Are we live? May I request to play the first round? I have to go around an hour. Okay. Sure, play Lunacy. Let me watch. At Bobman. At Hayden's. We are live. Alright, so instead of me playing right away, it looks like Tien wants to play first since he might be leaving in an hour, so we'll have him play Lunacy and we'll spectate that nonsense. There. And if I go to left screen, boop, boop. We should be able to see the bracket here, except me and Tien are going to change places. Can I still do that? Nope. So Tien will be fighting Lunacy in the weird round 3, but with only 5 people. The tournament gets a little scrunched. There. Yeah. It was 7 people, but some people dropped out at the last second. I think Logic's streaming at the same time again, so some people are probably going over there. And also some people are taking a break before game 2. Not 2. What am I talking about? Before the next DLC drops, people want to take a little break. And I 100% get that. I intend to take the next few days not doing Total War stuff to prepare for that as well. Ball. Yeah. So, tournaments started. Lunacy ready to when you are. I can host. Goody goody. We need to find that game. Fresh. 1, 2, 3. And we are in. I do need to change the scorecard names for Tien and Lunacy. I haven't seen Lunacy in a while. He used to play a lot on Anticity ladder, and he was pretty good. Beat me a lot. He was at the top ladder for quite a while, and then I think he took a break. I don't know. So it'll be cool to see him again, see if he's still as sharp as ever, or if he's maybe rusted a little bit. And God, do I know something about rust. Oh boy. There. Oh, as for channel news, for anybody who cares, what do we got? We have this today, and then I'm going to probably take a break for like a week from streaming, because as soon as the DLC comes out, that's all it's going to be is, here's all the new units, here's how they perform, here's how good they are, here's how bad they are, what's worth it, what isn't, new army comps, and all that stuff's exciting. It's just not really my kind of content. Like, I'll watch other people do it, but I don't think anybody will tune into my stream to watch that when you could be watching like Turin or Logic or Valkanos or, those other people. So I'll just take a break, let all that stuff ride, and then start hosting tournaments again next week for it once people kind of have some opportunities to play and get their new armies down. So you will all miss my lovely voice for like a week, and I'm sure you'll largely be okay with that. I am excited about the new DLC. I really just want the patch notes, though. It's funny, because I'm not a Beastmen player, and they deserve the love they're getting. Good for them. I'm not trying to take away from them at all, but I'm not really that excited about their DLC. I'm not really excited about the Lizardmen part of it either, because, it's all about chameleon skinks and shit, and I hate that. The part I am excited about is the rebalancing of every other faction and how it'll affect the meta. So it's funny that I'm just like, give me the patch notes! I don't care about your DLC! I'm still gonna get the DLC, because it'll be fun, but... yeah, it's just funny. I'm more excited about the random shit balance changes. Though I heard chariots are broken, which is going to be exciting and wonderful in all the worst ways. And I heard Turin... I don't have early access, obviously. I heard Turin said something about the greenskins did not get nerfed, and that, if that's true, that's really deeply upsetting. But, I mean, they're S tier, but they're not unbeatable. They're just annoying. I think the lizardmen are going to be the next problem. I was telling my friend, I think lizardmen and dwarves are going to get overbuffed, and I think our next meta is just going to be this tanky grind fest as you try to kill Saurus and Longbeards and crap all day. Because if I heard right, the dwarves have a Mortis engine now, which is just really, really their style. Still waiting on Lunacy. He did check in as of 3 minutes ago, so I know he's still awake. He's, I believe he's Russian. If he's not Russian, he's Eastern European at least, so it is pretty late for him, but as of 3 minutes ago, he was awake. So we will see. Hey, Tiago. How's it going, dude? How is it going? And I now have a cat that wants to be let in. But if I let him in, the pup's going to come in. If the pup's going to come in, then there'll be barking. And it's all going to just go to hell. Lunacy, where are you? I wonder. One sec. Multiplayer. Hayden versus Bobman. Okay. Hi, friends. So, since Hayden and Bobman are both actually here, I invaded their game and we'll just watch them. It's better to watch something than nothing, am I right? And I'll message TN and let him know that I departed, but best of luck fighting Lunacy. To watch other game. Let me know how it goes with Lunacy. Okay. Alright. So he knows. He knows what's up. You snuck up on us, sneaky rat thing. Big true. Other game I was going to cast is delayed. So now I'm here. Dance, monkeys. Dance. I'll have to change the names, though. I will have to change the names. Alright, who's on the right? Bobman's on the right, so that means Hayden versus El Bobman. I know Bobman was considering a name change not too long ago, but looks like he did not pull the trigger on that. And I do have a screen blocker up. Good, good. So, what do we have here? Looks like Hayden will go Bretonia, and it looks like he counterpicked that, so I'm guessing this Empire army is a real thing. And it's Empire versus Bretonia on Pillar of Bone. This is a pretty classic matchup. Bretonia and Empire was actually what I had to face. When I started playing Antiquity Ladder, it was pretty much all I could ever run into. Because people would go Empire, ban Skaven and Dwarves, and I only played Skaven, Dwarves, and Bretonia when I first started, so it was like, well, guess we'll do this for the 100th time. And I had a build that was pretty good. It's not good anymore, so I can tell you what it was. It was just 2 Poison Archers, 2 regular Archers, 4 Knights of the Realm, the Green Knight, Fey Enchantress, Paladin, and a bunch of Battle Pilgrims. And the idea was that the Battle Pilgrims could actually win the frontline fight, which the Empire's not expecting. And I thought Knights of the Realm performed well against Empire Knights, and the Green Knight was there because they don't usually bring magic damage. And it worked pretty well for a while. until Volkmar became like super popular, and then he does magic damage, so that was a little cringe. And also Outriders and Pistoliers really did a lot of work on my Knights of the Realm, so that build quickly got figured out. But for a while, I was quite successful. But man. Okay. Bob Man is just asking me a question, and I will answer it post haste. Though judging by the question, judging by the build I can see from Hayden here, we are in for what the kids call a banger. And for anybody out there who cares about bureaucracy, it looks like Lunacy is back and joining TN as we speak. So hopefully that game will go smoothly. Human Boy, check DMs, I have a question. I answered your question. I answered, you silly potato. His picture's a potato. Alright, just in case anybody out there thinks I am being a jerk to Bob Man. I am, but it's a factual ribbing. Oh, I'm tired. I am tired. We have a puppy that... Okay. We have a puppy that every 30 minutes she gets a burst of energy, so I have to go play with her and do stuff and take her outside. And whenever she gets a burst of energy, she gets excited, and then she has to pee, so she has to go outside. And then she'll take these little 30-minute naps, and then I'll be able to get a bunch of shit done really quickly. And then I'll hear barking, and know I have to go distract her again. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. We are getting into our first game here. Pillar of Bone. Small to medium map. Probably not going to see Empire cannon spam. Could maybe see a Hellblaster volley gun or two. They're short-ranged, actually makes them normal on this map. And they're good against Bretonnia in general. But I think the screen blocker can probably come down about now. There we go. And we will get right into it. So for the forces of Bobman and the Empire, we have 2 warrior priests. I saw 4 heroes, so we are fine there. 2 warrior priests, a Bright Wizard and Felix, along with Volkmar the Grim. Interesting choice to bring Felix on foot. I mean, on foot, obviously, because he can't ride a horse, but then the warrior priests are both on horse. They'll have a hard time staying next to Felix for that regen. But if they can fight near him, they will get some free healing to be discount Volkmar's. And the Bright Wizard has Burning Head and Fireball, both very nice. Looks like we have some Swordsmen and Sigmar's Sons as the front line, not a bad choice. Spearmen and Halberdiers in the back, just deal with a bunch of cav, and we have 2 units of Crossbowmen in the middle. Interesting. I'm guessing the Warrior Priests all have Soulfire Bombardment. Yep, they all have the Hammer of Sigmar and Soulfire Bombardment and the Grand Shield of Faith. On the broad... I didn't even notice these. On the Bretonnian side, we have 2 Grail Reliques and Felix and Gotrek, 2 Paladins, and the Fey Enchantress. That's a lot of single entities, though the Grail Reliques function like corpse carts, so they don't actually count against you. This build is 100% legal and fine. We have 4 Peasant Mobs in the front, Men-at-Arms with Pole Arms, and the Beast Slayers of Baston in the back. Those are the Footsquire ROR. And 4 Peasant Bowmen. Is that this entire build? Oh, there are some Mounted Yeoman Archers, but... a very infantry-heavy, very hero-focused build from the Bretonnians. None of their signature cav are here. And the Empire has no cav either. This is just a foot fight. I think I made a little mistake with my build. Well, we'll find out. I shouldn't say a full foot fight because we do have 2 Mounted Yeoman Archers, but those aren't really cav. So, this is it's going to be a lot of death. How big are the armies? Yeah, there's about 3,000 people on this battlefield, and they're all going to die. Hey, Human Boy, don't you play anymore? Never see you on ladder. I'm sorry. I'm busy. I'm busy trying to make content and make people smile. Isn't that worth it? But no, I haven't been on ladder very much. I've been indisposed. A lot of things going on in my life. I am, I'll get to that next time there's an army building phase when I need something to talk about. For now, we'll talk about the fact that these mounted yeoman archers are getting absolutely murdered. And that is a shame. They are down to half health, but they are going to pull back and be just fine. Those aren't the Wardens of Montfort, so that's good at least. At least those little more expensive ones are doing okay. And there is an Earthblood coming in from the Fey Enchantress onto them, just to give them a little bit more health. A Soulfire Bombardment coming down here, doing a lot of damage to these peasants, and that's probably 50 gold value just because peasants are peasants. And we have triple Soulfire Bombardment coming down. All these peasants are going straight to, I'll say heaven. They've been good peasants. They're all going to heaven. But they are going there with haste. The Wards of Montfort are still firing in on the side. Looks like they're having trouble finding anything really worthwhile to fight. And Gotrek gets hit with a fireball that doesn't do very much damage. It looks like a paladin almost took an accidental side shot, but it was not meant to be. So what can kill Gotrek? Felix. Maybe. And as I say that, Felix takes a giant chop to the face from Gotrek, so that is not great. Oh no, Felix! Oh no, Felix! Oh, poor Felix gets slapped by a couple other Felixes and a paladin. And there's a whole bunch of infantry fights going on and archer duels that just don't really matter because all the heroes have been slammed into this little blob and we won't know what happens until it's over. But this is the entire fight. Whatever happens in this pocket will decide the game. And we can't cast it because it's way too complicated. Well, it looks like a Chalice of Potion is coming down on these swordsmen. A nice Burning Head came in and killed a lot of Bretonnian infantry. And it looks like the Empire is pulling out of this battle, deciding it was not meant for them. It looks like the Chalice of Potions did as much damage to the men-at-arms, polearms as it did to the swordsmen. It's a little unfortunate there for Bretonnia. Now, what Bretonnia does have... God, this is actually very similar, because the double Paladin is about the same as the double Warrior Priest. Ooh, is that one Paladin out on his own getting killed? Yeah, there's one foot Paladin from Hayden out on his own getting murdered by a double Warrior Priest. That is definitely not good for him. Maybe a regrowth can save him, but at this point he's breaking, and I don't imagine he'll be coming back anytime soon. Anyway, what I was trying to say about that is double Paladin kind of functions like the double Warrior Priest. Enchantress is a Mortis engine, but Volkmar has cycle charging with infinite Soulfire Bombardment, so it's kind of funny that the Lords function in roughly the same way. The only real difference is Gotrek and a Bright Wizard. These Halberdiers are not having a fun time against the Mortis blob of Fey Enchantress. Over here we have two archers who have kited back away from these Sigmar's Sons and are trying to shoot them down, but oof. Yeah, the fact those are Sigmar's Sons, they're going to be unbreakable. They're going to follow you to the end of the earth. So you're probably going to run out of ammo, honestly, before all their units are dead. But there are some peasants rallying in the backfield. Now, I think we have another Soulfire Bombardment coming down. It's very funny to see three of those just cutting through peasants every which way. A Grail Relic over here fighting to its best with some men-at-arms polearms, but they are quickly cut to pieces by those Soulfire Bombardments, and now the Grail Relic is left alone and will soon be killed. I saw a Fireball come over here and hit like two people at once, I thought, but it looks like everybody's healing up around Felix just fine. So Hayden's Hero Corps is winning quite well, it would appear, but on the rest of the field it looks like the Empire is getting the advantage, and the balance of power is mostly even slightly Empire favored. Gotrek's running off on his own. He doesn't give a shit about anything. He doesn't need to stay near Felix for healing like he usually does because Fey Enchantress exists and can just cast a spell on him. There's more kiting over here, as we mentioned, and the Sigmar Sons are running very low on health and models. If those arrows can keep landing, they will die. And that'll be nice for the Bretonnians. Maybe if they can all fire on Volkmar the Grim and get him down, that would also be good. Take out that anti-infantry that could maybe deal with Gotrek. And Gotrek being microed around the spearmen over here. Very nice by Hayden, just trying to chase down Felix, his old partner, and get another great slap on his face. Very nice from him. But it looks like the Bright Wizard might soon be irrelevant, as Burning Heads will not be needed and Fireballs haven't done too much damage. I think that's a Chalice of Potions coming down to assist Gotrek, though. There is sometimes a bug where Chalice of Potions will do massive damage to an allied single target. And that is not the case, so lucky for Gotrek, he is fine. But that did buy him some space from the Spearman. Now the Peasant Bowmen are getting really good fire out of that Warrior Priest. Holy crap. They did a lot of damage to him. And they have another volley coming soon. Nope, they're trying to run away. Though he's on a horse, he will definitely catch you. Wardens of Montfort maybe could be used to run forward and block him, but it looks like they are just going to shoot. Actually, those are the normal mounted yeomen. Where are the Wardens? There's no way they died. Huh. Wardens may be used to charge something and then got routed off, but I don't know how they got caught. There's no counter cav to deal with them. Maybe Crossbowmen shot them. This Grail Relic is actually super useful here because it gives a big leadership buff and immune to psychology to Felix and the Paladin. That is very, very nice because Paladins, we learned yesterday if you were on the stream, Paladins are dirty, filthy cowards and I hate them. But they are prone to running away when surrounded or near big, terrifying things. Now, some peasants are rallying after being chased around by this Warrior Priest. Do need to turn on fire. I think if they have skirmish mode on, if they have skirmish mode on, it definitely needs to be turned off because they can't outrun this guy, so they might as well shoot while they can. And now they're advancing. They really should get those shots off while they can, otherwise they're going to route right off the map because he is running after these fleeing ones, but that's leading him straight into them. It's a little unfortunate there for Hayden. On this side, this Grail Relic is getting ground down by Spearman with shields, and the Beastlayers of Bestone are holding on against the Swordsmen, but not trading very effectively for how elite of a unit they are. And the Bretonnians are down to just their hero blob, though I may not have realized, is the Fey Enchantress on foot? Yeah, she is on foot, which will make her actually very hard to kill for anything besides Volkmar directly. Crossmen are backing up and they're going to start shooting, but the same problem happens with a lot of my Skaven games, in that Crossmen, it's nice to shoot in on Skaven characters, but when it's just characters in a pile of infantry, you're going to hit your own infantry about as much as you hit the other guy. So the Empire's going to be doing some self-damage here. What is that? Is that the Grand Hammer? Yes, Grand Hammer of Sigmar coming in, just trying to give some fighting power to what's around here, give them a nice leadership, melee attack buff. But then Volkmar also gets Helping Hand from Felix, so his melee attack is 94, and he has a bonus versus infantry, and he's going after Felix, and he is landing those hits very, very well. Though now with Gotrek on top of him, Gotrek loves where he's at in life, and a fireball comes down to just kill a bunch of halberdiers. Oof, those poor, poor loyal men of Sigmar were just betrayed by that Bright Wizard. The Witch Hunters will have his head! Fey Enchantresses, more sending down some halberdiers. Now that Felix has been secured, they know they can't chase Volkmar, they can't catch him, so they don't really care that much. These Mounted Yeoman Archers are out of ammunition, so can just be used. Cycle charge down some low leadership units or chase things off the map. But with some crossbowmen here with plenty of ammo, I doubt those Mounted Yeoman Archers will get within range of anything significant. And now we watch a whole bunch of heroes try to grind their way through a whole army. Though with 3 full health units of infantry around, Volkmar able to cycle charge. Felix over here, I guess he can, he has to get into combat to heal up, and if he gets into combat in here, he's just gonna die. So Felix is at the health he's got. But he can give Helping Hand to Volkmar over and over again on cooldown. And you do have some crossbowmen. I think the Empire is in a good position to largely be fine, but we'll have to see. Certainly this is a very potent hero blob. Very potent indeed. There was something I was going to say in the next lobby that I decided to wait for this. For a slow moment. Oh yeah, board game shit. Oh, board game shit. I'll have to remember to do that. Gotrek getting shot by missiles, certainly a good choice. 0 armor, no shield, is better than shooting Felix, who has 70 armor, or the Paladin, who has 85 and a shield. Maybe the Fey Enchantress would be a good target, but she can be a bit elusive. Volkmar just running away from Gotrek, doesn't want to deal with that at all. Nice fireball coming in, doing a little bit of damage. His heal cap as well within sight. Crossman still firing in. Bobman has a nice surround on this whole area. You can see Gotrek's leadership's fine, but everybody else is at about half leadership just walking around. So if they get into combat, maybe they could break easily, especially if Volkmar comes in the rear. Volkmar, for his credit, is regenning up to that healing cap. He's getting quite close to it, but taking his time, getting all the health he can before engaging in combat with this very dangerous Slayer or that Paladin. He doesn't care about Felix as much. And Bobman just using basic fireballs on cooldown. That's very interesting from him. No overcast, nothing like that. Doesn't want to risk the overcast damage, doesn't want to have a longer cooldown. Just wants to poke Gotrek down with the crossbowman, with the Bright Wizard. Sorry, taking a little sip of water there. And we have this little blob running around, dodging most of the crossbow shots. One last Earthblood coming in for Gotrek. Maybe going to take him up to that healing cap. He'll have a little bit left, but effectively he's going to be heal cap. And another fireball coming in from Bobman, just on cooldown, constantly hitting Gotrek, poking him for like 300 damage. Hayden does try to pipe Gotrek's Doom to reduce that damage around half, but it doesn't look like it was massively effective. And the kiting continues. The Mounted Yeoman Archers have managed to group up with the hero squad. Maybe the crossmen will turn and fire one volley into him and just get rid of him. But it looks like Bobman is holding that exclusively for Gotrek. But as I say that, a volley comes down for the Fey Enchantress, it looks like. And without Gotrek, who is now currently mucked up in all these halberds, it looks like Bobman has decided to take the fight. Using Volkmar and the Double Warrior Priest as a big old goon squad to hit Felix, and Felix is going to break right away, and that'll trigger army losses for the Bretonnians, while Gotrek is just standing in a pile of halberds, desperately trying to get to his friends. GG, well played. Overcast Fireball gives extra AP. Gotrek has 0 armor. Very good point. Very good point. And Bobman pulling out a win in game 1. Enchantress did fine. Gotrek did fine. Everybody else kind of struggled. There wasn't a lot to break through the front line of the Empire. Volkmar did great. Warrior Priest did fine. Bright Wizard did great. Felix did okay. And the Empire frontline carrying the day. Sigmar's sons just ran after archers and died, but their crossbowmen got 1,200 value apiece, which is really nuts. And that was game 1. I have to update the scorecard and get my blocker back up. Whoops, not that. You, get up there. Pachow! Okie dokie. Bobman is 1. Boom. And now we will see what they pick for game 2. And I will finally announce the thing I was going to announce just to kill time. But I've also been pretty busy with board game stuff. I am currently in the process of making a board game. I've been working on it for about 4 years. And I'm trying to decide how many to produce with the factory. And it's like, the more you buy up front, the lower the price and that kind of thing. So, but the unit count I'm looking at is 2,000 units. So that's 2,000 board games, and then I'd have to pay them to warehouse them, because obviously my house can't fit 2,000 board games. Then I gotta deal with shipping, and I gotta try to get distributors on board and all that nonsense and all that shit. But we'll deal with that when we get there. For now, I just need to produce it. It's been as I said, it's been in the works for 4 years. Had to get all the artists on board, learn how to use Photoshop and all that stuff. But I do have a website made for it. I just haven't launched the website yet, because as soon as you launch it, you have to start paying. So I'm waiting until I actually have a game to ship to make a board game website. And we'll see how that goes. I know to promote it within the Total War community, I was going to throw... well, if Turin wants to. I talked to him a long time ago about it, and he said sure, but things can change in a year. But throw some money for one of his tournaments and have a big one, because I don't know if you guys remember, but like 2.5 to 3 years ago, he hosted like this tournament for some Cats versus Dogs card game. So it's something like that. Well, the game isn't like that, but just like a tournament where, get people to watch, and then in the mid area, he'll stop and talk about the game a bit. Because I was going to just send him a copy and have him play it, and then in the middle, he can give his thoughts on it. I suppose since we're chilling, I could put a picture up. Preparing ahead of time is for chumps. Okay, desktop. Stuff on desktop. Is it in board games? It's in board games. Puppet Masters. Pictures. Good to go. Shit. Shit, I'm looking in the wrong folder. This is what you get for not being prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Okay. It's Puppet Masters. Cover finished. That one. Boom. Boop. So that's the cover. That's the cover. And where's the back? Okay, move you over here. Boop. Move you over here. In the background, by the way, we have Dwarves versus Skaven. Hayden first picked Dwarves, banned Greenskins and Vampire counts, and is now against Bob banned Skaven. Certainly a tough matchup for him. So here's the front and back of the game box. To kill some time while we wait. Game's called Puppet Masters. If you've ever played Magic the Gathering, it's a little like that, except you actually have a character, and they matter. But I used to play Magic back in high school, and I had a really old deck, and that was fine back in the day. And then after college, a buddy of mine said, hey, why don't we play Magic? And he has an updated deck and whatever. And I was like, sure, cool. So I grabbed mine, which was 6 years old at that point, and we tried to play, and it was like literally not even fun, because all my cards were just so outdated, and like I could get maybe a basic zombie for like 3 mana, and he could get this crazy flying 2/2 gyrocopter looking ass thing for 1 mana, and it was insane. And we just went through our decks and we realized that mine was just stupid outdated. And then I did some research into Magic the Gathering, and it's like, oh, they make every batch of cards slightly mathematically better, so that you have to go buy them. And it's kind of like, it's a fun game. I enjoy Magic the Gathering a lot, but they definitely milk you for all your money, and I didn't like that. So then I designed a game that's like a dueling card game, where you pick 2 decks out of the box. The box is like 19 decks in it, I think. 18 decks, there we go. 18 decks to play as, like, one's like zombies, the other one's like knights and shit like that. And they all have a different function in the game, whereas knights are like big tanky armored defenders, and vampires are like aggressive attackers that deal themselves damage to do damage, and that kind of shit. So you make a combo you want, but then you shuffle that in with the 2 decks your opponent picked. So then you're playing with the same cards, and if I ever release one expansion that's overpowered or something, at least both players get to play with it, and both players still get to play the game. Because it was just the worst feeling when I tried to play Magic with my buddy, and like, oh, your deck's just not good enough. Okay, you don't get to play. And it felt bad. So I designed this game around that, but it's not exactly Magic, because there's a whole bunch of characters you pick as, and they have different buffs and abilities, and they control a different amount of monsters, etc., etc. Anyway, that'll be released probably later this summer or this fall, and I'll talk a lot more about it then. As for this, we are into the game. Bobman with Deathmaster Snitch, a chieftain in the trees. I think that's double assassin. That is double assassin, and a plague priest with summon and pestilent breath. We have a bunch of Skaven slaves in the front line, 2 poison wind mortars. It looks like 1 rattling gun, 2 Jezzails, 2 rattling guns, and 3 Jezzails, one of which is the Natty Boobo sharpshooters, another unit of Skaven slave series, and 1 unit of wolf rats just to chase things around. A lot of weapons teams, very good stuff. For the dwarves, we have 4 cannons? Oh, these guys must be playing on ultra unit size. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, we have 2 cannons for the dwarves. We have 3 units of rangers, 3 units of dwarf warriors, 4 units of miners with blasting charges. We have Gotrek, Felix, a runesmith, and Grombrindle the white dwarf. And that is it for the dwarven army. How is this the whole dwarven army? What costs so much here? I mean, Grombrindle has just flash bomb. I guess the runesmith has... Ooh, Felix and Gotrek are fully kitted out. Alright, that would make them quite expensive. That is a very small dwarven force. I guess the Skaven Poison Wind won't be that useful if your force is really small, but I worry then the Rattling Gunners and the Jezzails are just going to shoot your guys on the advance. We will see. It's certainly a Skaven-favored matchup in general. Chieftain... Is he naked? That is a naked chieftain. No guardian, no AoE, -5 melee attack. Interesting. All of Bobman's crew are just as naked as possible. He has some very, very non-elite Skaven heroes. We'll see. I wonder what the cannons will shoot. Cannons can try to shoot the weapons teams, and they'll do decent damage, but on this unit size, I mean, sure you have 4 cannons, but you're shooting at 32 Rattling Gunners. I don't think that's going to be maybe the best trade. And 3 Jezzails will outshoot 2 cannons pretty easily. And there's wolf rats behind them. You can see them on the minimap up there, but I can also just turn the screen. Wolf rats in the trees, being sneaky boys. One good shot comes in from the cannons, takes out a bunch of Rattling Gunners, and I think coincidentally hits this Poison Wind mortar, but the Skaven weapons teams will soon be in range and start delivering their awful revenge. All the cannons are now shooting at that poor Plague Priest, but he's on foot, so they just knocked him over, and a lot of the other cannonballs missed. Rangers are being revealed by these dogs, but the dogs of Bobman are behind the cannons, and maybe these Dwarf Warriors can move in time, but they do. Alright, there's a Rune of Wrath and Ruin that slows them down, and the Dwarf Warriors moved, so Bobman will just pull the dogs back, and the cannons will continue firing. Now, they are doing some good damage to the Skaven force, but as we can see, now the Jezzails are in range, and the Jezzails are going to love this situation. They are going to do a ton of damage to these poor, poor cannons. Poison Wind Globes coming in, landing kind of near the heroes, because that's going to be their first fire at will target, and I'm sure Bobman will reposition them in a second, because shooting at Gotrek with that is a little worthless. Now, one thing that is nice here from Hayden is he's taking this opportunity where all the weapons teams are firing at the cannons, as they should be, to advance his hero core. He's not waiting for that, for the Jezzails to be freed up where they can shoot at these heroes much more effectively. As we say that, you can see the Natty Bubo sharpshooters start to focus Grom Brindle, and they are doing a lot of damage. Oh, the Wolf Rats did finally get out on the wounded cannon crew and immediately murdered it. It looks like now they're going to try to get on top of these Rangers, and they'll do okay work there. Dwarven Rangers are surprisingly tough with 40 armor and 26 melee defense. They have about as much melee defense as the dogs have melee attack, so they'll be pretty okay there. Over here we have some clan rats that were summoned up on top of the hero core, just trying to occupy them for a bit, and the cannon fire is whittling down that plague priest after all this time. Now the rattling guns ever closer are destroying Grom Brindle, because at a range they miss a lot, up close they do not miss, and they do a ton. Now this is going to get a little dicey because they are still firing into a big old blob, so they're going to hit Grom Brindle some, but they also might hit the assassins and Deathmaster Snitch, and Skaven's low leadership will not tolerate friendly fire, as, you know, the taking fire debuff also applies to friendly units. Now, Deathmaster Snitch and this Assassin are getting work done on Grom Brindle. It looks like he has Assassin's Trophy popped on him, so he only has 36 melee defense. Even with Grom Brindle has no fear pump, he still has very low amounts, and he is getting shredded. He is going to die very quickly here, and there's no regrowths on the Dwarven roster to save him. Grom Brindle is dead. Felix is trying to group up with Gotrek, but it looks like the Rattling Gunners will make short work of him. Gotrek and the Runesmith are fighting in the middle of all this, but it looks like Deathmaster Snitchins and Assassins have pulled back until there's an opportune moment for them to fight. Chieftain's running in mostly, I think, just to distract. I don't think the Chieftain's that good of a combatant, so maybe they just want Gotrek to kill him while Deathmaster and the Assassins get involved. Now those cannons are still firing, and they have done some good work. The Prague Priest is running. If a cannon shot comes in here on this Rattling Gun team, it will come in at an angle and do some good damage. But it looks like they hit the Plague Priest some more, and maybe are going to take him out for good. Gotrek is stuck fighting with only 17 melee defense, and he does good work whenever he hits something, but he is going to die before that matters. And his little healing proc kind of pretended to go off, but didn't, and now Felix is the only hero left for the Dwarves. And it looks like the dreaded, terrible matchup will continue to be dreaded and terrible. Felix stands staring at 4 Skaven characters, and he gets backflip ninja kicked in the face as bullets scream over his head, and I'm honestly surprised he hasn't broken yet. And now he will, and I don't think he's coming back as Deathmaster Sigil comes down to keep him in place. He is most certainly going to die, and the weapons teams are firing to cover everything. Army losses is coming in hot, and that will be a quick death and an early grudgeon for the Dowie. Very nicely played by both players, just unfortunately SPQR Hayden now learning why the community hates this matchup so much. Oh, the Skaven. Weapons teams did fine, had plenty of ammo left. If the game had gone longer, they could have gotten more value. Deathmaster Snitch and the Assassins did fine, and Chieftain did okay. Plague Priest got shot by cannons the whole time. Well, yeah. Well played. Well played. GG. GG, Hayden. Uh-oh. The host left and Total War crashed. Classic. Close the program, it's fine. I will just relaunch it. We can check in on Tien and Lunacy. It looks like neither of them is advanced yet, so no harm, no foul there. And I'm checking my Discord. No one has messaged me yet about anything untoward, which is good. Alright, battle. Multiplayer battle. Refresh. Hayden versus Bobman. Games in progress. So Tina versus Lunacy are playing, and they're playing on Carrick Bufdar, which is the second map, so they're at least in game 2. I have no idea how long that's going to take, so I'll do a quick battle quick. I will do a random quick battle. Tiago, if you're still out there in the ether, what's your Discord name? Because you said you don't see me on the ladder anymore. I'm just curious. Because I don't remember a Tiago on. Nobody's playing quick battles right now. Interesting. Sad times. Though I can hear a dog toy being played with outside, so I think Miss Rat's mother's here. And I should potentially go say hi. But I'm not gonna do that. Pretty sure the quick battle bugged out for a second there. Wow, it really doesn't want to find a game, huh? Is Bobman still there? No. He's gone. He's gone and I'm sad. Oh, game 3. Game 3, I need you. Excited to play as Kislev in the Ogre Kingdoms. I'm really surprised we haven't heard anything about Cathay yet. You think they'd really want to start hyping up the, you know, the largest market in the world. That being China. But maybe they're saving that for closer to the release for some reason. Don't know. Don't know. Hey, I found a game. Finally. It's Bobman! Hey! That's the lad. The man, the myth, the legend. I challenge you. I will take greenskins. Thanks, buddy. I'm going greenskins, ban Kislev. I don't want to fight Kislev as greenskins, dude. They're too good. They got ice bears. All right, we gotta take Grimgor. If you're not taking Grimgor, what are you even doing with your life? Take all of his abilities. For our caster, the Night Goblin Shaman is the best choice, which is why we're going to go the Orc Shaman with... Get rid of those. Get rid of all of these. And just get Foot of Gork. Perfect. I see no improvement. Cowboy Bob, what happened, human boy? What happened when? Where? Why? What happened to who? What did I do? I feel like there's context missing. Okay, we'll do that. Get some basic Orc Boy front line. Get a couple Orc Biggins, not Savage Orc ones. Get a Rogue Idol. Because if you don't have a Rogue Idol, what are you even doing? Orc Shaman, yes. Hey, Orc Shamans are good lads. They're good kids. They just want someone to believe in them. What map is this? Glacial Lake. Alright, so rushing him is actually a good idea. I'll get a Squig Herd. Sure. Ready. This is a competitive build. This is a perfect build. Oh, I don't care what anybody says. Oh, good stretch. For anybody who's wondering what the hell's going on, just playing a quick battle while we wait for the next tournament game to finish up. Oh, Bobman said he saw I was struggling. Yeah, on the stream I was looking for a quick battle forever and I couldn't find one. No one was playing today. So if I know Bobman, he's probably going to have at least 2 Lion Chariots of Krace. I'm guessing we're going to see Altharion the Grim, maybe Tyrion, but probably Altharion the Grim. Is he going to bring a dragon? That's the big bet. Is he going to bring a dragon? Bobman is a memer. He's a memer dreamer. He's probably going to bring a bunch of cav. So what we're going to do, if he's stream sniping me, this isn't going to work at all, but... we're risking it. We'll put those behind. Just put the Orc Boys out front, just to die for the Great Wa. Biggins behind, Nearish to the middle, Orc Shaman in the middle, Grimgor there, Rogue Idol here. And we will have Squig Herd go around the side. Boar Boys over here. This Boar Boys put the Squig Herd. Well, that's fine. That's fine. My Discord is secret. Maybe I'll stream snipe you later and you'll find out. Alright, dude. Alright. I do not think I'll get all 9 Fnatic casts off. I think that is extremely unlikely. But a man can dream. All my infantry here. You here, you here, you here. Lovely. Ready, good luck, have fun. Alright, show me lion chariots. Ah, shit, double dragon. Alright, well, we'll do what we can with this. And no lion chariots. He's just out to make me look like a fool. Archmage of Life and a Star Dragon. That's going to be bad for my Rogue Idol. It's not a deal. Okay, get in there. Oops, not you, and not you. No, Rogue Idol! Dodge! Dodge for your life. Alright, Gobos are getting involved as best they can. You guys are flanking, you guys are flanking. Get in there. Come over here, please. Grimgor just wants to party. Okay, we'll cast that down the line. Even if we hurt our own Orc Boys, we don't really care. Drop a fat foot of Gork. There, why not? Alright. This is going okay. We dodged that. Good for him, but we do have moons. Put moons over there. They're a little more clustered. Okay, how is Cav doing? Cav, get in there. Fight, fight, fight. Push through the front lines. Push, push, push. Go, Rogue Idol, you crazy bastard. You get ready to wild. Don't tell me what to do. Alright, Boars pull back. Looks like those loons over there did end up missing. Squig Herd getting in there. Not the best. But whatever. We'll do fine. This guy's still trying to do it. Are you in the middle of troops? Yeah, okay. That's fine. That Star Dragon Breath missed by a lot. That normal Dragon Breath actually hit me really well, so good on that one. We are pushing through here. That's good. That's good. Squigs chase off. Everybody else get involved in these archers. Those Night Goblins are doing fine. These Night Goblins are doing fine. That guy. Rogue Idol might be fucked. Grimgor, come. Assist! And we don't even have enough for another foot of Gork. What is this world? What is this life? Alright. Grimgor's got Gitsnick. Throw your next down there just to make the Rogue Idol have a better time fighting. Where are you with your loons? No real good targets there. Alright, go help with the wizard. Everybody else keep fighting, keep fighting. Get on top of them. You come here, you come here. We're doing okay. We're doing okay against this very serious, extremely competitive build of Bobman's with our extremely serious competitive build that we have. Claws ready. Boar Boys, get on top of this. You do keep chasing, that's actually pretty fine. You all turn around. Go deal with that. Foot of Gork, take care of that, please. And come over here. Where is this? Where is this? Whatever, rip through there. Wah. Kill that fucking dragon. Leadership so the Rogue Idol doesn't break. Those Orc Boys are still fighting whatever that is way over there. You're chasing off some white lions, and this is going well. I think we're gonna do this, probably. Ooh, Grimgor's taking a lot of damage. We don't like that. We don't like that one bit. Alright. You chase in there, you chase over there. Get over there. Bork Boy. Bork Boys. Orc Boys, keep chasing that. Make sure those spearmen go away. And we'll be doing okay. Grimgor's having a bad time. Oh my god, how hard is it to click on a freaking dragon? I think we have this. I think we have this. And I didn't get all 9 loon casts off. But that's okay. That should be army losses. And we did it! We won a game! GG. A very serious, very competitive game. Back off those Cav. No. You know what? I won't back off those Cav. I like them dying horribly. I think Grimgor paid for himself. That's exciting. Goblins did fine. Orc boys did fine. His dragons did okay, but the Rogue Idol didn't break, so it was all for naught. 1-1 G2G. Lunacy can take the win. Okay, cool. So it looks like I'm fighting Lunacy. Thanks for playing. And I'm about to get my ass kicked on stream. Because I do believe Lunacy is a significantly better player than myself. Alright. Lunacy v Human. 1, 2, 3. Boop. At Lunacy. Games up. Oh, I could update the scoreboard to be more accurate. Alright. I'm on the left side, so Lunacy would be over here. Lunacy 0. 0. Human. Boy. Move that slightly. One more. Back you a little bit. Perfect. Lunacy in here yet? Am I even friends with Lunacy? Oh, is he one of those people that changes his name a lot? Alright. Add me, please. Sure, buddy. Discord. Add friend. Lunacy. Got him. I gotta figure out the map. Map is Pillar of Bone. To the Bone Zone. Okay. Lunacy 1. 1. Alright. I advanced him so that this challenge page is a little more accurate. And now we will pick the Pillar of Bone. And technically, since I'm taking Tien's place, I'm picking first, so you know we're going Skaven. You know we're going Skaven. And if I know Lunacy based off of my bans, he's probably going to go Greenskins. Probably. I always put my Cav into 2, 3, 4. Putting them on 7, 8 is rough. That's true. I'm not used to having Cav, honestly. Between Vampire Coast, Dwarves, and Skaven, I don't usually have horses. I walk. If I have to get somewhere, I'm getting there on foot. Or on a crab. Alright, we have added Lunacy. Hopefully that means you'll be arriving soon. I see him. Invite to lobby. Alright, he's here. What up? Maps set. Snapchat's popping off for some reason. Map set. I'll go Skaven, Ban, Wood Elves, and Warriors of Chaos. I could put an army blocker up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not good enough at filling time. So at least if I show my build, I have something to talk about in the dead space. Oh, my standard greenskin builds aren't exceptionally good. Ooh, Britonia. Okay. I can handle that. So we'll get that, and World of Weeping Blades in case it gets surrounded by knights that are peeling me off if they Fey Enchantress. At least I can spin to get out of there. Assassin to debuff some things around. Chieftain on a Bonebreaker to fight some paladins. And I will keep Guardian on him, then I'm getting the -5 aura. And since it's this format, I can also take a Plague Priest. I can, yeah, I'm going to take a Plague Priest. Alright, what are we on? We have no single entity monsters yet. So I can't take a Plague Priest. I will take only the Clan Rat Summon. And then I will take a Warlock Engineer, get rid of everything except for Howling Warp Gale. And I can't take his Mortis Engine because that would be 2 Mortis Engines, but I do want Howling Warp Gale in case I get cheesed. For Cav's stopping power on Pillar of Bone, Teeth Breakers are good. 2 Poison Wind. And the Avalanche Mortars. Then we need Slaves. Then we need Clan Rats. Rat Ogres would be good, but they're a little spendy considering we have 5 heroes. Hey F&G, how you doing, my man? How are you doing? How much is a Rat Ogre? If I want 2. 2 Rat Ogres, I need to cut 900 gold. 3, 4, 5. We could just downgrade these to basic Skaven Slaves. Still need to cut 800. Could get rid of you guys, get 3 more Skaven Slaves. Nope. So it looks like I'll have to be happy with 1 Rat Ogre. And then 2 more Clan Rats. Upgrade you. Wait. Downgrade you. 1, 2. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Always get the 20 stack. Ready. Ready. How's it going, F&G? How is it going? Are you hyped for the DLC, or do you not really care? It's hard to tell with you. I'm running into a lot of people who are not DLC people. I think Saltier Than You is one. Artisan Tech Priest West is another one where it's like they play the game all the time and they're always active in the chats, but then when you actually talk to them, they're like, oh, I don't have any of the DLC. And you're like, what? What? You're procrastinating rules work? I don't even know you were on the rules committee stuff. How's that? I heard Felcon might be doing his own. That's different than Satsuma's. That's going to get confusing. Pretty quick. What are we dealing with? Enemy troop count of 1,000. Okay. Okay. So that's either a lot of cav or a small amount of flying cav. But we'll deal with that when we deal with that. We don't need to stagger our lines because they don't have Burning Head or Pendulum. So there's nothing we're trying to dodge there. And we will go with the staggered V formation. I have Clan Rats to back up the main lines just in case everything goes to shit. I suppose I don't have enough Rat Ogres to cover my back, so I should put some infantry back there. Put 1 here. 1 here. Rat Ogre in the back. Deathmaster and Assassin, you up front just for the Howling Warp Gale. You over here to stay out of my Rattling Gun's Arc of Fire. The Chieftain on the Bonebreaker's in the back to just stay away from archers until I need him to fight. Deathmaster, you, and you. Rest of the infantry. Yeah. Lovely. Salty is just sad he isn't... I'm pumped for it because Beastman is kind of my style and I'll need to pick a new faction because Norska is tough. Norska is tough, dude. They are not having the best time. At all. I used to like Norska a little bit before the Pendulum Burning Head double nerf. Lizardman competitive, select 2 solar engines and that's it. Yeah. What are we looking at here? Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant in the back probably. Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant, Knights of the Realm. Okay, so this is a pretty competitive standard build. A bunch of trash cav, but trash cav is more than Skaven can usually deal with anyway. I'll pull these guys out to one side, move the Skaven Slave Spears a little bit so we can have some clear firing arcs. Avalanche Mortars, totaling out a Peasant Archer. I don't care about all these mounted yeomen, though they are coming from my Rat Ogres, and that's problematic. You try to get in range of that, quick please. Poison Wind Mortars, taking care of that, all just fine. Ooh. Alright. She's in the middle of calves, so try to cast that quick. Yeah, look, we half health the cav with that little cast. I love doing that shit. Alright, all of you, go get involved. Go, 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 go. Cast that quick. Capture these knights and murder them. You guys turn, shoot over there. You did get caught a little bit, but you did about half health, and Poison Wind will do the rest. Come here, summon this behind you. Clan Rats, go plug that hole. Warlock Engineer, you're kind of worthless to me, so good luck. Get over there. Assassin, Rat Ogres actually rally this way, you come here. Snitch, get ready to spin when they stop moving. Okay, you get in there in Mortis Engine. We're doing okay. Not great, but we're doing okay. Okay, shattered them. Don't you fucking break. Don't do it! Yes, rally! Rally, my minions. Okay, turn and fire. Deathmaster, you're not really surrounded is the annoying part. I need more dudes. Let's Dwellers below on some Clan Rats and Skaven Slaves. Maybe not the best. I don't care that much about it, honestly. You're doing fine over here. Shit, those guys are very caught. Okay. Deathmaster, try to get over there. Try to get over there. Okay, you're very surrounded. Chieftain is coming back in some form. All of you go over there. Are you back? Ooh, you're technically back, but you're about to be killed. And this is going okay. Pop that so you don't take as much damage. And then I need some dudes. That was weird. Get her. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Alright, so you've caught the Fey Enchantress. Warlock Engineer's barely hanging on somehow. You guys pull back. Anybody who's rallying, come here. It doesn't really matter what you do. I just need you to get closer to this area. Snitch is finally getting surrounded like we wanted, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's good damage. You love to see it. We'll cast that quick on ourselves. Boom. And get rid of most of them. Assassin and Snitch can turn around and try to help me out. 5 seconds till another summon. Chieftain still not here. Trying to get here. He's doing his best. We do have some more Poison Wind. Maybe they can get off a quick volley before they horribly die. Assassin pop that. Do we have more troops from me yet? Yes, we do. Assassin, get in there. You get in there. Plague Priest, no! Don't you fucking break. You dick. Okay. Chieftain is breaking, unfortunately. And we'll keep fighting. If Snitch can get his spin up again, that would be good, but it is looking a little doomed. Go. Go. That might be GG. Might be GG. Hey! GG, well played. Hey, Logic, how's it going? How is it going? I didn't even know you were still playing tonight, dude. I thought you'd go to bed at some point. Spam chant. Spam chameleons, kite at 30 speed, and the enemy will be slower because of poison. Being on the roast community is like living in that Hannibal Buress meme where he's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm right. Dude, I love that meme. I love that thing. Hey, Benji. Hey, Logic. Logic, go to bed. I didn't watch the England versus Italy football game, but I saw a bunch of memes, so I know how that ends if you've already seen it. If you haven't already seen it, then I'll shut my mouth, but it was interesting. Lunacy's Cav, some of it paid for itself, some of it died horribly. I think if I wasn't memeing around as much, just cutting the Warlock Engineer and the Chieftain, and otherwise this build's pretty fine. Get more Rat Ogres instead of them. GG, GG. Sleep is for the weak. Hard to disagree. Hard to disagree. We are on Blood Pine Woods. Oops, not that one, that one. Lizardmen, Vampirates, and Dowie. Lizardmen, Vampirates, and Dowie. Oh, I want to fight monsters with monsters. I do, but I should also try the choices. I'll go Dark Elves. Fuck it. Dark Elves. It ends in violence. It does indeed end in violence. Alright. So... Yes. Okay, wait. This is lunacy. He's not going to bring a bunch of dinosaurs. I'm going to have to deal with a bunch of kite. Do you have... Why don't you have a shield? Why don't you have a shield, you worthless animal? Whatever. We'll still do it. Supreme Sorceress of Fire. Take her on foot. Burning Head and Flaming Sword of Memes. Improved power recharge rate's not bad. Is this a come at me, bro? No, it's a small little tournament that I'm technically in with other people, but it's Hero Hammer, so you can have 4 heroes as long as 3 of them are special. But I need to focus logic. You're distracting me. These guys will do okay against Saurus. These guys will do well against Chameleon Skinks. Get some Dark Shards, because Dark Shards are the fucking shit. Then get... where are my Cold One Knights? What's the difference between Cold Knights and Golden Dread Knights? Golden Dread Knights don't get anti-large. Why? Why not? Okay, we'll get that. I want to go like a Charybdis or something fun and spicy, but if there are Chameleon Skinks, they're just going to surround it and shoot it, and that'll be a really bad day. So we'll go Dark Riders with shields. In fact, we'll go 3 Dark Riders with shields. And we'll give these bad boys some chevrons. Boom, boom. 1 gold left. It's 1 gold away from being the perfect build. Yeah, Logic, I had 2 tournaments of it in a row. One in a European time zone, then this one's more in a North American time zone. It was, yeah, I talked about it a bit yesterday, but it was like, I was looking at the Empire roster and I was sad I never saw Witch Hunters or Empire Captains, because they're cool heroes, but my Empire specialist friend was just like, you have other things to do with those hero slots. You either need warrior priests or you need mages. And I'm like, oh, what if we increase them? 3x Cold One Knights? Too late. I should have, but it's too late now. Okay, what do we got? He outnumbers us quite significantly. We'll keep the Corsairs in the back because Chameleon Skinks are going to be a thing. Turn you guys off of skirmish mode. Turn on guard mode. And we'll spread you out, I guess. It's awkward. It's awkward spreading out archers because then they take forever to turn, but what can you do? Okay, we'll have some Dark Riders in the trees in case there are Chameleon Skinks way over here. That seems like a bad idea, but if they're there, we get some free stuff. If they're not there, they'll get back to the battle by the time the front lines crash. You're here. Okay, what do we do? Minor damage to self gives me a bunch of stuff. Minor damage to stealth. Leadership and melee defense debuff. Okay, so Malice, when he's not a demon, doesn't do damage. Got it. You. Lovely. Sorry, I keep trying to keep up with the content, but I'm struggling. You're doing great, dude. You're constantly streaming. GLHF. Throwing a smiley face. Yeah, you're always streaming. I tried to embrace the NA audience because normally no one else is streaming during this time, and then you're just coming in here with the fat content hammer. You're encroaching on my turf. Okie dokie, what do we got? Oh god, there's so much kite. Why? 5 jabs, 4 of these. That's 9, 10. So he has at least 2 more slots he could be using. Okay, we'll need some space. Get me some space. Some space. Something was in those trees. Go kill it. Go kill it. You walk over here. You walk over here. Why was their aiming reticle so fucked up? That was weird. Dark shards, go kill those guys. Dark shards, go kill those guys. Dread spears, get between me and danger. Shield me from the law! Ah, there's a bunch of shit in the sky. Got it. Oh, Cold One Riders. Okay. Go kill them. This is going okay. Ooh. Malice, get on top of tic-tac-toe. Do it. Kill him. Blackguard, come here. If he doesn't notice that's happening, it's going to be really good. Damn it, he saw it. Oh, though he does have to run up into my Corsairs. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Ow, and that fucking overcast damage. My mage is almost dead. Jesus. Okay, we don't want to pop Zarkand yet. That'd be a really dumb idea. How's this going? Okay. Okay, Spearmen, you're not needed. Come over here. Black Arc Corsairs, you're not needed. Come over here. Back up a little bit. Keep fighting. Where's Malice? Cast that, cast that. Ree! Is that the oh yeah, that's the cohort. Okay. How's the Cav doing? We might need you guys back. Kill those Cold One Riders already. You two, come here. Pull forwards. Leave behind the Dread Spears to fight whatever's chasing us. Ooh, Feral Manticore. Yummy. You're fighting fine. God damn it, how are those Cold One Riders still alive? Kill them! Ah, shit. She broke. Manticores. Those are the Dark Elves. I guess I don't get to complain about the Manticores anymore, do I? Okay. Malice is still fine. Let's just leave. I'm not surprised those Pterodons could get out of there at all. And how is that Cold One Rider still alive? Oh, okie doke. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Dope. Is that the leadership one? Yeah, use the leadership one. Break off those guys. Get them out of here. Get them out of here! Ooh, kill tic-tac-toe. Fucking kill him. You turn around and fight. How's fighting tic-tac-toe and a Mantico going for you, bud? No, don't let him get away! You're standing in your own troops. How are you getting blocked up so much? Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Damn it! Alright, just get over there. Deal with that. Fucking hell. Okay, I just need to make sure I don't let him die. Oh, there's a cast time on that? Yeah, I rallied anyway. Get fucked. Yeah, I am invincible. This is all going very poorly. Okay. So Malice is... Zarkand technically is getting attacked by... Go away! How long have you been summoned? Go, shoot! Get out of here! Right. Dark Shards, everybody, come help me out. That Manticore needs to fuck off. There we go. It's gone. Run this way if you can. Nope, you broke. Alright, can Malice carry this entire battle? It seems unlikely. Come this way. Is that thing faster? The fucking Ancient Salamander is faster than Malice Darkblade. What is this? What is... That is not okay. That's not alright. That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. That's the dumbest thing I've seen since sliced bread. How are you so slow? How are you so slow? Like, now you're poisoned, but before that you had 68 speed. You don't even have 69 speed. You're a disappointment to your family. Just go kill them. Go over there. Whee! Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. This is looking pretty over. Am I unbreakable? Yeah, I'm unbreakable. Ow, dick. I think that's over. Fucking Zarkan. The thing about Zarkan that sucks is that, like, I'm apparently slow as dirt, but my combat stats aren't even, like, incredible. So he's just not good. That Cold One Rider is fighting to the last man. It's literally one model. I'll surrender. Malice Meme Blade remains a meme. Sad. Alright, Malice didn't do anything. Cold One Knights... I got them on the Cold One Riders. They're anti-large, the Cold One Riders aren't, but still they didn't do that much. Darkshards did okay. Corsairs did okay. I don't know. Memes have consequences. GG, well played. On to finals. Yeah. Lunacy is pretty good. Pretty good. So, Lunacy with the fat 2-0, and we are on to the finals with Bobman versus Lunacy. That's what you all came to see. That's what you all came to see. Bobman, you're up. Finals time. And he's not in that game yet. So I'm just waiting to see a little lobby thing. Oh, Zarkand. Oh, Zarkand. J. Cowboy Bob. Land Battle on Summer Sun. J. Phoenix? Is Cowboy Bob on the Intensity ladder right now? Because he was just in this chat not too long ago. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Yeah, Cowboy Bob and RTK J. Phoenix. Well, Bob, if you're out there, good luck, buddy. Jay is a formidable opponent. So we're still waiting on Bobman and Lunacy. Just a moment. Just a moment. Da, 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 da. Yeah, fuck it, I'll host it. Alright, Bob v. Lunacy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, stretch. Boom. And we will invite the lads. Lunacy. Bobman, where are you? I know we're friends. Why aren't you on this list? Bobman, where did you go? Why have you abandoned me? Is he in the RR section? RTK Bobman, last online a long time ago. Invite the lobby. I need to head out. Take care, Humor Rat, and everyone. See you, Logic. You have a good night. And for the love of God, go to bed. Alright, do I have maps set? Nope. So I get to make them up as I go. Bleak Coast North. Bleak Coast Inland. Bleak Coast South. Deadwood? These are some pretty bad maps. Is Doc Karaz bad? I feel like Doc Karaz isn't bad. We'll go with this map. This is the map. You are first. Just a heads up. Okay. Now I will change the scoreboard to be from 0-0 me and Lunacy. That ended up being a 2-0 to 0 Lunacy versus 0 Bob Man 0. And we'll move him. Boop. Move Lunacy a little bit. We'll bring Bobman back. And it's perfect. And then I think I will bring the thumbnail back up just in case there is a need for the screen blocker. What's the lobby called? Bobman v Lunacy. I also invited you. So we're going to be playing on Doc Karaz. I feel like this isn't a terrible map. I just don't see it very often, so we'll go figure out why I don't see it very often. I'll probably end up regretting that. Let's wait for Bobman to join. Lunacy will be first pick. I wonder what he'll go with. He used to go with greenskins all the time, but didn't use them versus me, so maybe he doesn't need them. Maybe he doesn't need them. Could be preparing for the next DLC, getting used to Lizardmen before they get their new units. We'll find out. I mean, Bobman's Steam said he was offline for 23 hours, but that's not true because we watched a game of his not too long ago and I played him in a quick battle, so. I would guess that he's appearing offline, but if his Steam is crashed, that's going to be interesting. And he says the game is being weird. That's always promising. Love it when the game is being weird. Oh, friends and countrymen. Why is Anticity good at speedruns? If he wasn't good at speedruns, this would be easier. But now he has 4 wins on the speedruns, and I've paid him for all of those. And on my channel, there's a thing where if you win 5 tournaments, I'm going to give you $50. Well, the first person to win 5 tournaments gets $50. Anticity's at 4 wins. Next highest Deadly Bunny's at 3. Meaning that if I host another speedrun soon, Anticity wins it, which he probably will, I'll have to pay his ass so much money. But if I stop hosting speedruns just to give other people a chance versus Anticity, that's going to feel pretty cheesy. Bob Man struggling with game. Sorry. Wait. Bobman, where are you? Come back to us, Bobman. Oh. Let's see. Now I'm just scrolling on Anticity Ladder because I'm curious last time Lunacy played. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not seeing his name on here for a long time. Unless he changed his name. You hold off speedruns until someone else has 4? True. It's probably going to be Deadly Bunnies, and then Deadly Bunnies and Anticity will have an epic speedrun face-off. Yeah, Lunacy hasn't played Ladder in a long time. That sounds rough. Haven't seen on Ladder in a while. Tired of kicking my ass. I'm worried Bobman has fallen off of a cliff. He is known to do that. He lives on on a cliff on 3 sides of his house, and if he ever exits out the wrong door, he will immediately plummet to his death. I worry for him. Though I did just see him in the top right, and he's actually online this time, so we'll see if that works. We will see. Bobman, please. I need to cast these games so then I can go hang out with my dog and then go to bed and then start over tomorrow and die. Hey, Bobman's here. He's here. Maps. Oops, not my pause. Maps set lunacy. Pick. Boom. So we'll get there. Finals is a best of 3, so it'll be nice, simple, clean, collected. And we'll get everybody on their way. Bretonia banning lizardmen and dwarves from lunacy. Bobman counterpicking against Bretonia. I feel like greenskins are good. I mean, greenskins are generally good, but people really stop playing them. But like 2 or 3 stone trolls, Grom the Paunch, or I kind of like Skarsnik here. Some Savage Orc Biggins or Orc Biggins, and you can usually just grind down Bretonia. We'll see. I don't think Bobman, when he does play greenskins, he plays almost exclusively Grimgore, so I doubt he's going to pick them. But we'll see. Big High Elf player. High Elf isn't great into Bretonia. It's I would guess it's Bretonia favored, but you just don't see it enough to really know who's going to win that one. Other than that, I don't know. Bobman plays a lot of everything, so it's really hard. It's hard to tell what he's going to pick here. Lizardmen and dwarves. Skaven's good. If you don't meme, Skaven's good. Ooh, might go greenskins. I have the blocker up, right? Yeah, okay, good. Greenskins, indeed. So if he goes with the common build, it's going to be probably 2 stone trolls, couple 3 or 4 orc boys, because they perform quite well against peasants. They're shielded, they have a lot of health, so peasant archers can't just kill them like they can kill goblins. The 8-peak loonies, and then another fanatics caster just to, you know, spinning loons into cavalry. Grom the Paunch or Skarsnik, and then a River Troll Hag for Spirit Leech and the slow thing, Mither. So then you can slow cav on the charge. It's a pretty good build, pretty standard. You just walk at the Bretonians and eventually kill them all. But Bobman's built a little different, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some shenanigans. Could see Grimgore. If he does the Hero Hammer thing, what would he even do? I mean, a Black Orc Big Boss is good. Goblin, the Goblin Big Boss is also pretty good. Then you could have 2 casters, one with the Vindictive Glare and one with the Spirit Leech, so yeah, it's not bad. Ran to Bobman a quick battle last week, and he had like 80 units of Marauders and Champions with Burning Head and Volkmar. Made me cry. Oh, and he killed. I see. He killed 80 units. Yeah. Bobman's good. He's weird. He's very nice. I don't mean weird in personality, but like his builds are always strange, and they're not remotely meta, but they just kind of seem to work out. Like he's currently on this kick with Lion Chariots of Christ, and he always makes them look really good, but then I'll use them and they just die, and I'm like, okay. Fuck you, Bobman, your weird builds. Though he does love taking Grimgore, and usually that one specifically doesn't work out for him. But that's whatever. I like to meme a bit on stream. Partially because I know I'm pretty out of practice in the game, so then it's like, well, do you really just want to watch me play okay at best, or would you rather see some memes and have some fun while I lose. If I was more in practice and actually like good at the game again, I'd use more try-hard builds. Or if I was in a tournament that actually mattered. Ball. In case anybody watching the stream's like, why do you always meme? It's like, yeah. Because I'm not very good right now, so might as well. Might as well. Okay, what do we got? For Lunacy, we have 5 peasant mobs, 2 spearmen at arms on the flanks. We have 5 bowmen, 2 with pox. Wait, 2 with fire? 2 with fire arrows, 3 with pox. 1 unit of knights errant, defenders of fleur-de-lis. Knights of the Realm, Grail Guardians, and Grail Guardians. Very interesting. I wonder why the Grail Guardians here. Oh, do they do magic damage? Yeah, they do magic damage. But Stone Trolls... Oops. Blocker. Yep, I'm on it. Stone Trolls have magic resistance, so it's not like Grail Guardians are even that good against Stone Trolls. I'm sorry, F&G. I'm sorry. Okay, we have Fey Enchantress, Double Paladin. Pretty classic stuff. For Bobman, it is Grimgor Ironhide. Told you. I told you. Hey, look at me. I told you. Grimgor Ironhide, 2 Goblin Big Bosses, and a Black Orc Big Boss with the Immune to Psychology aura. Oh, crap. He really has all of his stuff, doesn't he? I think that... Ooh, actually, if that's true, there's an item in there that's really bad. I can't look at it right now, but there's one that gives him some defensive stats that are okay, but it only affects him if he's like under 20% health, and that's really bad for him. We have 4 spells on the River Troll Hag. That is a very expensive Troll Hag. Doom and Darkness, Spirit Leech, Aspect of the Dread Knight, and Purple Sun. That is a very expensive Troll Hag. We have 2 Goblin Big Bosses, both of them with Daynid Stabbin', Grimgor with his full kit, the Night Goblin ROR followed up by 2 other Night Goblins just to get some spinning loons. We have Savage Orc Biggins in the back, Orc Boys and Goblins on the front, and in the middle, some Orc R Boys. No cav, no artillery, no monsters, just infantry all day. And we are off to the very slow races. As Bobman's going to advance, I don't know about his build, but as I said before the game, he has very weird builds, and they usually work for him. Grimgor doesn't, but Bobman's Bobman, and he's going to do Bobman things. So Fey Enchantress and the Double Paladin should definitely avoid this hero squad at all costs, and maybe now the Black Orc's in a position I can look at his thing. Stop moving. Yeah, so if his hit points are lower than 50%, he gets 23 armor, which he already has 110. So it's kind of redundant. And then 9 more melee defense, which is kind of nice, but he has to be below 50% health to get it. But I do like the 9 melee attack item. I do like that one a lot. Immune to Psychology aura. I don't know if you need that, because nothing here causes terror, right? Knights of the Realm don't cause terror. Grail Guardians don't cause terror. Fey Enchantress. Okay, I guess she causes fear. Yeah, and fear is pretty potent against greenskins, I suppose. These Night Goblins took a good amount of damage, but they can still cast their loons, and that's all they really need. And if they can cast it on these charging cav, that'll be very good. And there are 2 units of Night Goblins here, so if they get their loons off, that'll be pretty good. But it looks like the Knights are going to immediately pull back, realizing they're in a little bit of danger. A Purple Sun coming over here, trying to catch these cav, but unfortunately, it looks like the path it's taking is out and away, rather than into those cav. But it will maybe catch another group of peasant mobs. Nope. So that was a bit of an ambitious cast. Here we finally have the spinning loons going down, but immediately Lunacy pulling his cav out. Still very on top of the micro, even if he hasn't been online very much recently. There is a ambitious Grail coming in. Yes, ambitious Grail, and still it tried to catch those goblins, even going out of its way to move its marker, but still didn't get it. And ooh, this could be really bad for Lunacy, taking a fight right next to Grimgor Ironhide. He loves that. Get right up next to him because he can't catch you, and that Paladin is getting dumpstered. Does he have a Daynid Stabbin' yet? Because he should. Oh, and he's taking a ton of hits, and Grimgor is finally doing some good work. And there's a good spinning loon cast. Now that Lunacy is desperately trying to help out his hero core, he is not as on top of his micro, and the defenders take a little bit of loon pressure. So that Paladin took a ton of work. He can be healed up, but for now he's not here to aid the Fey Enchantress. And the Fey Enchantress is not going anywhere, and that might prove to be a deadly mistake as Orc Boys are getting all up behind her, and she has to quickly pull out of here. Now her Knights do make a little pocket for her running out, and she did make it away, though she is down to half health. And ooh, a nice Overcasted Earthblood is good, but she did unfortunately take some overcast damage there, so also poked herself down a little bit. How's the rest of the battle going? While we focus on that, Night Goblins are being shattered everywhere, running away, but the Savage Orc Biggins are about to come into play, and they will do very good. Is that another Purple Sun coming in? Bobman the Madman, another unfortunate route. He definitely wanted it to come back through here since his single entities wouldn't take very much damage from it, but the Purple Sun goes out and away. Now, it did do some good damage to those cavalry, and he got what he wanted out of it. Now, that Paladin is getting absolutely worked on, and I can't tell if that was the wounded one from before or not, but he is so low. I'm kind of surprised he didn't shatter, honestly. He's at 174 health. His healing cap is well within sight, and some Savage Orc Biggins are getting collapsed on all sides, and they are going to have a terrible time with this. Another Earthblood Overcasted coming in, and maybe Grimgor and the boys can come over and help with this situation, but it is going to hell very quickly for those Savage Orc Biggins. Over here, some Goblins are chasing off some Peasant Archers, just wasting their time, and some ammo, also chasing off some Peasant Mobs, and Orc Aura Boys in the back are trying to get involved. Here's the Grail Guardians are now getting on top of the Giant River Troll Hag, and they will do good damage there, but I am a little worried for them because they have Savage Orc Biggins coming up from behind that will do quite a lot of damage. Now this Paladin's getting isolated out, and Grimgor has caught up to him, and Grimgor is here to chop some gits. Grail Guardians have pulled away from the Savage Orc Biggins over there, but this Paladin has not pulled away from Grimgor, and Grimgor is destroying this man. Maybe this is the secret tech we've been looking for all along. Now these Grail Guardians have pulled back and gotten on top of the Orc Aura Boys. Very nice for them, but I think Grimgor is just doing too much work in this game. Are those Goblin big bosses? They are not on their wolves. They're too slow. Okay, because if they were on their wolves, I would be surprised why they weren't chasing off the Paladins, but maybe they also wouldn't want to be isolated with heavy cav. Here, Savage Orc Biggins are trying to get on top of Knights of the Realm that are charging them. They're really just trying to fight anything instead of getting shot down, but get shot down they will. F&G having to go make dinner, cannot continue to root for Bobman. Maybe you can catch the replay. Maybe you can just believe in your heart of hearts that he won. Savage Orc Biggins are fighting against all these Grail Guardians, but they are having a terrible time of it because I don't think they have the best armor-piercing values. They just have a lot of anti-large. Greenskins are coalescing into a nice fighting force, all getting around Grimgor with his good leadership stats. This Paladin, even if it gets healed up, its healing cap is going to be coming in real hot. And did the other one fully run off the map? It looks like he did. There's not a lot of room left for him to run. He was going in that direction. So this is the only Paladin the Fey Enchantress has left. The archers have about half ammo, which is pretty good, but Grimgor has a lot of armor, so maybe he won't care if he gets shot by archers all day long. So we have one unit of full health Savage Orc Biggins. Everything else in the infantry department is quite tattered. There are some tattered archers over here, but they can at least trade fighter with the peasant archers and maybe do some good damage there. I think Lunacy will be in advantage state just because of how many archers there are and how weak Savage Orc Biggins are to that kind of fire. And that's part of the reason I like Orc Biggins in this matchup I was mentioning beforehand, just because they still have 40 armor, I believe, and they can take a bit more of a hit. Though these guys have some physical resist, but look at that's not doing them a fat lot of good right now, as they are just getting murdered. And I think the River Troll Hag will also take a lot of this fire, but after that, Lunacy will have a hard time killing these four heroes. Though I think leadership will be a dangerous thing for these Goblin big bosses with only 53 apiece. So for now, Lunacy's just taking his time, using all of his ammo, using his mobile advantage to delay the engagement, and getting rid of... Yep, those Savage Orc Biggins have gone from full health to completely dead. Very nice stuff there. Peasants, how are they doing on ammo? 3 of them are pretty low, but that one still has a lot. And that one's doing okay over there. So Lunacy can delay this engagement by quite a bit. And then these Orc Aura Boys will be the next target, then followed by those Savage Orc Biggins, I believe. And soon we'll have just the heroes left. Orc Aura Boys are about to break, currently holding on a little bit longer as the Savage Orc Biggins tried to fight some Knights of the Realm, but those Knights are just going to pull back. Arrows are going to come in and break off the Greenskins. And it's a sad day to be a Greenskin. Sad wah noises, I guess. And whatever. That's fine. Orc Rs are losing these skirmish trades pretty badly, just the sheer volume of peasant fire coming in. Though soon it looks like we'll have just one peasant bowman left, and then the Bretonnians will have to fight Grimgor, the big odd lad. Standing, waiting. Maybe he could honestly stand in the trees at this point, but he'd have to come out, and now it's a little too late. So, moot point. Over here, some Orc Boys are fighting nearly to the death against these Knights of the Realm. And a lot of things are shattering off quickly, leaving us with just the hero core. Archer's still firing. One has finally run out of ammo. One is almost out, and somehow these two have held on to their ammo. I swear they were low when this started, but still haven't been firing, I guess. Arrows coming in. What got caught here? Some spearmen at arms are routing off, but so are the Savage Orc Biggins. And it's looking dicey for the greenskins. Lunacy's just going to run everything down until it shatters and keep firing it on the hero core. Now the defenders of Fleur-de-Lis are charging in and actually taking a fight, and they are going to regret that fight very quickly. Grimgor chops a few of them down, and they are probably going to break on the retreat. Yes, they are, because they technically get attacked in the back while running away. Lunacy's still firing. 2 peasant archers are now out of ammo. 3 still have some, but it is very, very limited. If the hag doesn't break, she should be okay because of the regen, but that not breaking bit is going to be the trick. If Bobman has a leadership buff, you might want to cast it now before she breaks. Oh no! Do you have get back here up? No, she breaks. And without magic, the greenskins might be in a tricky spot. She somehow gets a Mither off before breaking, and now the fight is in earnest, and we can see the leadership bars are getting very, very low. There is a get back here popped. Too late for the River Troll Hag, but plenty in time for the Goblin Big Bosses and the Black Orc Big Boss. Fey Enchantress is heal capped. Her Grail Guardians are decent health after all the healing they've received. That Paladin ran in, got chopped down, and ran away. And I think Bobman is frantically clicking onto the Fey Enchantress to try to break her off here. Who is running? If that's Grimgor, this is bad. It's hard to tell in there. Nope, it's just a random Goblin Big Boss. So, Grimgor is still holding on. His Black Orc Big Boss, however, is getting very, very low. And it looks like they are going to start mass routing, and with that, this will very quickly turn into an army losses situation, I believe. But oh no, that Goblin Big Boss somehow stabilizes. How are you hanging on in there, you little goblin bunk? Poison archers firing in, just trying to make Grimgor and the lads a little less effective and give them the leadership debuff of being fired upon. But that is mostly going to hit knights at this point. Grimgor does cast another Bloodforged Armor proc, it looks like. Just trying to do some damage to the peasants around him. And the Fey Enchantress charges back in, only to take a massive axe to the face. Gitsnick is quite the sharp weapon, and she does need to immediately get out of there. Now there are more charges on the back, and Grimgor casts another get back here. Maybe the Black Orc Big Boss did, trying to keep just these heroes fighting, because he believes in his heart of hearts that if Grimgor keeps swinging, Grimgor will win. This Goblin Big Boss has been trying to break for the last 5 minutes, but has just been trapped and punted around, so he can't even break. Good stuff. Peasant archers are almost out of ammo, though it doesn't matter too much at this point. Though they are trying to poison down Grimgor. I don't know how much that matters, because anything Grimgor hits is going to take a massive amount of damage. Doesn't really matter if he's poisoned or not. Fey Enchantress is back in the fight, and maybe the Black Orc Big Boss and Grimgor can get a good hit in. Grimgor gets one, it looks like. Maybe he can swing again. Oh, but it's looking tough, and that Goblin Big Boss is now routing, so he's gone. It's down to Grimgor and the Black Orc Big Boss. Balance power is firmly in the Bretonnians' favor. Fey Enchantress is at half health, but still alive, and that Paladin is going to be fine over there. This Black Orc Big Boss is going to run, and when he runs, Grimgor's going to run, and that is going to be the game. Very nicely played, though. I am excited to see Grimgor's value. Shetland Apache, I did say that once upon a time that I wouldn't mind it if Grimgor was unbreakable. But it's 8 p.m. Isn't step 1 of that not to apologize for apologies? Trader Bird's trolling me in the Discord, as per usual. Fey Enchantress getting surprisingly low value considering her, but with greenskins, their infantry aren't worth that much. And the archers did so much work. So much work. Knights of the Realm did fine, Grail Guardians did fine, but it was mostly on the archers that game. Grimgor getting 2,500 value. Very, very nice for him. Otherwise, the River Troll Hag did some work, and the big bosses did not. Either of the big bosses. Savage Orc Biggins mostly got cut down, though somehow these two paid for themselves. That's actually kind of shocking. GG indeed. GG both. Alright, we need a new map. High Pass. No, High Pass sucks. High Pass sucks. L'Angui. Map. Set. Bob. Man. Picks. And here we go. Bob Man doesn't matter. It's fine. Just work. Oh, shit. You're right. Bobman's right. Bobman's right. Lunacy took a very standard build for a very standard matchup, but in this tournament format, you technically couldn't bring double Paladin because he didn't have 4 heroes. Lunacy, heads up. Bobman, well, I shouldn't say that. Lunacy, heads up. You had 2 Paladins with no other heroes in this janky format. You need 4 heroes to repeat, but it's for fun, so we will move on. Just a heads up for game 2. Yep. Okay, so just dealing with some stuff. 1 second. It's fine. For a fun format. Just reminding. Okay, so we dealt with that. Bobman's pretty fine with the minor rule break, and we're just we're just letting him know so that game 2 technically doesn't happen, but there's no prize money on the line. And Bobman himself pointed out the rule break and also said it's not worth replaying the game, it's fine. So that's why we're just letting it go. The only person it affects doesn't care. But if if he raised a stink about it and was like, we need to replay that game, sure, we'd do it, but doesn't seem like he cares. Bobman hovering dwarves, back to lizardmen. I mean, he's hovering them, so he's probably going to pick them, but if I had to guess before he solidifies, I'd say probably his high elves, because he is a big high elf player. Maybe he has something else in mind. If he goes lizardmen, I would guess Lunacy would probably try to bring wood elves. Because Lunacy always takes that matchup as far as I've seen. Even though some people consider it lizardmen favored, he still just takes it. Really hope we get double Gorbel and Kaz. That'd be fun. Pick wood elves, ban Empire and greenskins. Lunacy's probably going to go lizardmen. I don't see why he wouldn't. This matchup's kind of 55-45, but favored for the lizardmen. Lunacy's a good lizardman player, and the style of play you need to beat the wood elves is the style he plays. You need to take a whole bunch of ranged skinks, some chameleon skinks, 2 solar engines, and just outshoot them. Outshoot them, and if they come in to fight, skinks do fine against dryads and other shit. And wood elf cav are all lightly armored, so even your little javelins could do a lot of damage. And this map's pretty good for it too, because double solar engine don't have the best range, so on this map they cover most of the contested area, and therefore they don't have to walk up and take any fire or anything. Have Beastmen faith? True. I'm starting to wonder if Beastmen have like the biggest fan base in this whole community. Because it's Beastman this, Beastman that, all over the place. Anyone could pick Beastman at any time. Lunacy gonna go Dark Elves. No, okay. I was gonna say. I've had several people tell me that that is a terrible idea, even though I've done it 1 or 2 times. So Lunacy maybe thinking about options. Thinking it through. Oh, do we get a wood elf mirror? That's gonna be... If that's true, that's gonna be a nightmare to cast. Don't do this to me. I don't deserve this. I have not wronged you. Okay, dokie. We'll see. Lunacy's thinking. Lunacy's scheming. Heralds of Ariel. Alright, at least their banners are going to be different. Thank God for different banners. Hard to fight Wood Elf Kite as Dark Elves. That's true. That's true. When I play Dark Elves into Wood Elves, my strategy that kind of worked for me was just to take everything cheap with shields you could. So Dark Riders with shields, Bleak Swords with shields, some Dread Spears with shields, Dark Shards with shields, and then you have Morathi and a couple Harpies. And if they have a Flying Core, you can take the melee fight against the Flying Core and then just Soul Stealer down the whole blob, and that's fine. Or if they don't go flying, if they go triple Waywatcher, you keep the Harpies and Morathi behind your formation, and you just slowly walk at them in this like really wide press. And whatever the Waywatchers shoot, their ammo is worth more than the lives of what they're shooting. And you just like run them out of ammo and slowly attrition them down, and it's very funny. Heralds of Ariel. That is not Dreicha's. This is not Dreicha's faction. It's the Heralds of Ariel, so that's the Sisters of Twilight faction. Okay. And then I'm going to pull up a thumbnail as a screen blocker so I can check Lunacy's build. Okay. Yeah. He hasn't readied up yet, but I do need to watch this build because there's currently 2 of the same type of hero without 4 heroes, so unless it changes soon, I'll message him before the game. Binder for double of one kind of hero. Need 4 heroes. One of the Wood Elves is breaking the rules. But which one? That being said, we have very different builds. Alright, it's fine. It's whatever. These two are trying to drive me insane. Oh, you'll see when we get into the game, but I think if I did my math right, both players have a rule break in opposite directions, but it's the same rule. Okie dokie. Let's see if I have this correct, though. Oh, get me out of here. Alright, so Lunacy has 2 Waystalkers and a Branch Wraith, but no 4th hero. So technically can't have both of them, but that's fine because there's the Sisters of Twilight. Like, it's not fine, but I say it's fine because Bobman has 5 heroes and Ariel. I mean, sorry, 4 heroes, Ariel, and a Lord. So he has 6 single entities, and Lunacy only has 4. So both of them are just fucking with me. But whatever. For Bobman's version of the Wood Elves, we have a bunch of Eternal Guard with shields. Yep, just a bunch of Eternal Guards with shields. It looks like 1 Glade Guard with Hagbane tips and another one, so 2. Ariel herself, 2 Waystalkers, 1 Glade Captain, 1 Glade Lord, and a Branch Wraith. Yes. Now we have, on the other side, 3 Deepwood Scouts, 2 Swift River Shards, 1 without. We have 2 Waystalkers, a Branch Wraith, the Sisters of Twilight, Dryads in the back with some Eternal Guard friends. Yep. Some Eternal Guard, some shields, some without, a bunch of Triads in the trees. We have 1 Wild Rider with shields, and that is going to be the only cavalry this game. Nope, there's another one over here that recently got pulled up, I think. Are there 2 total? Yes, there are 2 total. Now for Lunacy's side, I can see where the confusion's coming from because I do believe English is his 2nd or 3rd language. And he could be counting the Sisters of Twilight as quote-unquote a hero, because maybe in the language barrier that just means, like, you know, a lord and 3 heroes is 4 heroes? Whatever. Doesn't matter. GLHF. Whatever. We are just going to get through this. I do need to update the scoreboard thing. Lunacy 1. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Okay, Bobman did realize that he brought too many heroes, and he's putting one in the corner. Who did he abandon? We lost the Branch Wraith. I guess all you lose from that is an Earthblood. It's not terrible. The Heralds of Ariel are fighting against Ariel, though, so that's not cool. That's not kosher. We don't appreciate that. I believe a naked Branch Wraith is cheaper than an Eternal Guard. Is it? That'd be interesting. Ooh, some nice dodges from Lunacy on those Waystalker arrows, and it looks like the Glade Lord on the Moose is having a really bad time and already pulling back a bit. As more Waystalker shots come in, and that Lord is already missing a third of its health. Over here, the Sisters Twilight dodging plenty of shots, don't really care about any of that, and the Deepwood Scouts are going to outshoot Bobman's force. So Bobman's force, it looks like they might win in melee eventually, but it's a lot of chaff versus a lot of chaff, so it would be quite slow. They're going to lose the shooting battle and they'll lose the cav fight. The only thing they will win is the hero engagement, if you can get in that engagement, but I don't believe Lunacy has any intention of standing still and letting that happen. So it does look like the Wood Elves are going to get kited, which is not something they're used to having happen to them. Over here, there's some Branch Wraiths in the trees. Deepwood Scouts in the trees running back. Running back and back and back. Now, you can't force an engagement in the trees. Yeah, can't force an engagement in the trees, but it looks like Bobman can still shoot outside of them. It's a little questionable. If there was more on the line, I would be more concerned about this, but we're just chilling. This Waystalker is getting extremely messed up by some of the focus fire from some of the units, and it looks like we have a Pendulum coming in here. Very nice cast onto that Glade Guard. Gonna take them down to low enough health that they might run away. Nope, they are rallying at the last second, so they will be able to back up, and they still have a large number of their archers left, so their damage potential is quite high. Ariel's chillin', hasn't taken a lot of damage yet, while her Glade Lord buddy certainly has, and as I say that, another claw of missiles comes in, and ooh, Pravenoth Rayma is cast onto the Sisters of Twilight, and they've taken massive damage. Earthblood getting cast onto them just to try to bail them out of this bad situation. And Bobman's archers turn on the back to fire at these Wild Riders, knowing that they cannot be allowed to run free. So the Sisters are at about half health after healing up a bit, and their healing cap is now coming into sight, which will be a little tough for them, because they do have that thing where they get low enough and they give themselves like a regrowth type effect. But if you're healing capped, that doesn't matter worth a darn. Archers are getting pretty messed up by counter-archer fire, and these Wild Riders have taken a little bit of damage, but mostly are fine with the trades they've taken. And now Bobman is deep in the fight, and it looks like Ariel's going to have to do a lot of carrying in this one, because it is just Chaff and her. That is it. Now Ariel is going to do a nice Soul Stealer and get some nice melee attacks down this Branch Wraith, and it is getting ground down quite quickly, though without any spear support I imagine it'll stop taking as much damage. And very quickly we are getting down to Bobman's 5 single entities standing alone, as most of the Eternal Guard have already run off. There's 1 half-health unit and there's 1 full-health unit. That's about it for the classical Wood Elf force. For the Heralds of Ariel, they have a ton of chaff left. They have Deepwood Scouts with plenty of ammo, just firing into here without care, though they are hitting some of their own Wild Riders with shields and doing a lot of damage to them. Still largely okay with the trade, as this Glade Captain's getting shot a lot, and Ariel is already down to 1/3 health, and her Soul Stealer's still probably on cooldown. So she casts a Berry Wine on herself just to get some healing in before she dies. Sisters of Twilight have gotten very far away and have taken a ton of damage. They keep getting out of my eyesight because I keep zooming in too much, and then I just zoom out and they're almost dead. But Glade Guard is dead, and a double Waystalker shot hits the Sisters of Twilight. Now they might pop their little Healy Majigger Madoo, but oh no! One of the Waystalkers does snipe them on the way out, but Ariel herself is broken. There's so many lords getting sniped. It's just Wood Elves shooting Wood Elves, and it's all sad and terrible. Double Waystalkers are about to break. The Glade Captain on the Moose is also about to break, and somehow that Branch Wraith is still alive. Chilling around there. The balance of power is still kind of taking into effect this Branch Wraith in the back corner here, but I do believe it is quite over for the forces of Bobman's Wood Elves, as the Heralds of Ariel will slaughter Ariel and pave their own destiny. I don't really know what's happening here. It's Wood Elves fighting Wood Elves. Ooh, a Soul Stealer cast coming in at the very end. Casting down onto 3 units, getting some good healing for Ariel herself, and she gives herself Apotheosis. That is going to be a lot of healing coming in, but it might be, not too little too late, but just too little in general. And that Branch Wraith really didn't take much damage from that Soul Stealer at all. That is quite unfortunate for Bobman, as Deepwood Scouts get back in range, and they're just going to be peppering down Ariel herself. Her attack animations are a little janky, so a lot of their arrows are going to miss and hit their own kin. But she will get ground down by those Wild Riders, and with that, I think it's going to be a pretty rapid GG. GG, well played. That'll be a 2-0 for Lunacy. Lunacy tearing through the tournament. The only person to take a game off them is TN. Shetland saying shows her for abandoning them. True. True. One-way stalker getting about 1,600 value, the other one getting almost nothing. These way stalkers getting 1,300 and 1,000 apiece. Ariel not getting too much. I'm curious what those Deepwood Scouts got. 1,900, 900, 1,600. Yeah, they did a lot of work. They did a lot of work. Many Wood Elves died that day. GG. Thanks for playing. And Lunacy will be our winner for the day. And I'm going to bed. Well, I'm going to go hang out with the dog for a bit. Then I'm going to bed. Alright. Thank you for tuning in. Just kind of a chill last little stream, and then I will not be streaming for the next week or so, just waiting for the next DLC to drop and for that to come out and people to do all their videos about it, and like, here's what the unit's doing, etc. And that's not really the type of content I'm going to do. So we'll let them all have their time in the sun, and I'll come back with more fun tournaments once people feel like playing. Anyway, I hope you all have a great night, and take care out there.